By nightfall, these hills will be swarming with
Violet Fungus. Welcome back to Heroes and Whiskey. We are 3D printing our way through the D&D 5e Monster Manual, and today we are printing monster number 93, the Violet Fungus. Alright, we've got the last of the fungus family, the Violet Fungus. Let's head out to my mini factory and see what fungus awaits. So as I said in the previous two episodes, there's not that many fungi out on my mini factory. There's this Violet Fungus from Krokulu, which is a very different take from what is described in the manual. And then there's this one from Dice Heads. I'm not sure that we've ever printed anything of Dice Heads, but this is pretty faithful to the manual. I really like the way this one looks. It's only $4, so let's get it downloaded and printed and see what we get. So the Violet Fungus definitely feels like it's something out of The Last of Us. If it's able to kill a creature, that creature decomposes and basically turns into a Violet Fungus. So that's a pretty dark and twisted way to dispatch characters in your adventure. So here's an encounter narrative that'll drop down in the description.
A violet fungus is a sinister, underdark plant. Its tendrils and cap a deep, vibrant purple, known for its slow but deadly touch. Amidst the damp and shadowy recesses of the underdark, where light seldom ventures, it stands eerily still, almost blending into the gloomy backdrop with its dark hues. Its long, slender tendrils sway gently as if stirred by an unseen breeze, a deceptive dance that masks its lethal nature. When the party ventures too close, the violet fungus springs to life, its tendrils lashing out with surprising speed, seeking to drain the life from its newfound prey with a voracious hunger.
So I love the way that this guy came out, especially the indentations on the body. You know, the paint style that I use definitely helped those stand out. I love that the tentacles are headed in all sorts of different directions. It did not come with a base, and you can see the feet are kind of stubby, and so if you don't put it on a base, it's probably not going to stand up, and so I ended up having to print my own base, which is a bit of a pain, so just know that going into it. In terms of how it printed, there were no issues with the printing. I mean, you can see there's a couple of kind of support artifacts on the tentacles. Some of that could just be how I end up printing these things. But even though everything's headed off in different directions, yeah, it came out great. No issues with the printing, and yeah, it just looks fantastic. So in terms of size, this looks exactly right. It's just about human height. Each of the tentacles is probably about 3 or 4 feet long. So this guy was $4, which is about right for a figure of this size, and that brings us up to $900 even in terms of money we've spent so far. We printed a bunch of these Fs all alongside each other, and so we are still sitting at 39 days and 3 hours of total print time. So if you need a Violet Fungus, definitely check out this one from Dice Heads. Next up, we're headed into rocky territory with a Golub Dur.